Can context setting of Copilot enhance based on my daily coding workflow? And this way I can avoid updating it from time to time.
Yeah, so we're working a lot on basically auto context and automatic regrounding. Right now, you can start out your current manual context, or if you have something saved, that context is already automatic. But we're going to be doing a lot more where it's just invisible to the end user. You can obviously set very specific context, and we'll prioritize that. But continuously regrounding it, even between switching in VS Code, desktop app, Obsidian, there's actually regrounding going on, like as you switch tasks. And so, yeah, I mean, it should be completely seamless at the end of the day.
Yeah, and a little bit on that, not necessarily the automatic part, but a really awesome manual way to do it within VS Code that we just released a couple days ago that I absolutely love. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I hadn't had this sooner, was ask pieces Copilot about, and then just being able to do whatever you want with that. So like generate me more endpoints, or, I'm talking about the data layer stuff, but anything, like give me more comments about this, or explain this code to me, and so on.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll have context presets as well. So you saw me kind of create a context preset for a certain task, hey, this repository, this link, stuff like that. We'll have all of those coming out probably back half of September. But yeah, it's gonna be wild. You're gonna pull down pieces, use it for a couple days, and then you're gonna be getting responses and data that you're just not gonna get out of anything else, right? Not even like GitHub Copilot or things like that, because we're across your entire workflow, right? So it's wild.
Right. And, short answer for me would be snippet discovery. Like if you want your Copilot to be more intelligent faster, just pull in all of those snippets from your local repository and use it to train reground your Copilot. Savo, maybe you could just quickly touch on the workflow activity aspect of pieces as you're interacting in the desktop application and in your plugins, and how that also to train the
yeah, I'll go ahead and just do a super quick demo, just to visualize this for people. But basically, part of a developer, process is getting back into flow, right? So when you're context switching, you're in a different flow, or, you get up to go make a coffee, you come back 15 minutes later, you sit down, you're like, all right, where did I leave off? So within the desktop app, and this is actually getting a whole bunch of improvements over the next couple of weeks. I know Mark is doing some amazing work at the endpoint side. But this workflow activity is everything that's going on from an event perspective of, snippets that you edited a moment ago, right? Reclassified the snippet from Markdown to Python, right? I attached all these links. These were automatically attached. You can see I probably did some searches a little bit ago. So right here, I did a reference while I was searching it 43 minutes ago, etc. So it's a really nice stream, and you can obviously filter these down. So like here's all my searches from the last, couple of hours. I can load more here. This loading will be automatic soon. Thank the God. But anyways, yeah, it's nice. It's a great way to just pick up where you left off, jump into flow, and get back into it. So, yeah.
Nice. And how does workflow activity fit into your Copilot, and as well as some of the things we talked about with enterprises?
Yeah. So imagine the question of this: what was I searching recently? Right. Ask the Copilot that. We're going to query your workflow activity, pipeline, and boom, those events now. Hey, recent searches. These were the terms you used. These are the snippets. What did I look at recently? What did I copy recently? Who shared something with me recently? What was I doing a couple days ago? What was the website, that I looked at yesterday relevant to this open file? All of those types of experiences are going to be powered through workflow activity. So we just finished up the who, which is who is associated. Now we're going to be doing the when. And we've been working on all of this running offline as well. So, yeah.
Okay. I think we have one more. And pieces for authors too. So you could touch on the related people for blog authors, and how we're pulling in origin data with our Chrome extension, some other things like that.
Yeah, that question is probably interpreted in one of two ways. Number one is like, the authors of the blogs, the YouTubers, whatever, but also too, like for text snippets and like things that authors are doing, right? And so, what you'll see, and eventually, and this is why we're a venture-backed company, the vision is so large, right? And it's like everything you do around files, save, search, share, generate, edit, whatever, we want to do at the smaller level, right? The file fragment level is our technical term, but we're calling these pieces, and so, yeah, I mean, text snippets, design materials, you can have pieces for whatever. And matter of fact, our desktop app, the repository is called Pieces for X, X being fill in the blank, fork it, modify it for that particular industry, and then ship it off. So yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, that was phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for asking all of these thoughtful questions. Really helped to get us engaged here and have a nice conversation. And we love the support. We love the feedback, and we'd love to see you guys in our social channels in the future, as well as our Discord, discord.gg/getpieces. Feel free to interact with us at any time if you have support issues, or if you just want to chat, talk about new features or